In 2010, through routine annual testing, they found a small spot, which they did extensive testing on, and it turned out to be breast cancer. In February of 2010, I had a bilateral mastectomy with sentinel lymph node removal and then 4 rounds of chemotherapy. And I was also tested for BRCA mutation, which I do carry a BRCA1 sequencing mutation. This is genetic in my family on my mother's side. She was diagnosed at the age of 27 and passed away at the age of 30, which led to me being genetically tested. So we know there's a connection. If you have a history, go get your genetic testing done. It's a blood test, just like any other blood test. The second time I was diagnosed, I went into my physician because I was having some shortness of breath, doing things that don't normally bother me. It was a split decision on whether it was breast cancer or a new lung cancer. And it's like, really? One kind's not enough, I have to have 2? So that one was really hard. This time, it caught me completely off guard. But there again, it's like, great, here we go again. A lot of the thought was, what's gonna happen to my kids? You know, how are they gonna process this? Even though they were a few years older, they were still, 3 of them were still teenagers. And then in 2021, there was another reoccurrence that came back in the chest wall, the lung, and in the brain. This isn't fair. You know, it's just, this isn't right. Why me now? All my initial testing and everything were done here through Christus Ochsner's. And because of that, I was assigned a team of doctors to meet with here, which I did. I had my radiation treatment done with Dr. Chang. Both of those locations, one is completely gone, the other one is not cancerous at all and continuing to shrink.
You know, so a lot of people have this impression that once your cancer comes back, that's kind of it, you know, you're on your way out. But we know that's not the case with modern day treatments. So my message to everybody in Louisiana is that if you've missed cancer screening studies, like a mammogram, like a colonoscopy or pap smear, you want to get back on that, you know, call your primary care doctor as soon as you can.
The other treatment I'm going through right now is chemotherapy at Christus Ochsner's Lake area with Dr. Shahed, and after the first 4 treatments, everything was shrank in half, and one of them was inactive.
I encourage everyone to get their screening mammograms. This is something which cannot be delayed. Mammograms can detect early stage breast cancer, and we are looking at a potential cure. So if you get your screening mammograms in time, you are looking at a happier and longer life.
Over the 11-year period, my initial diagnosis was actually the most aggressive, deadly breast cancer in women my age at the time. It's not a death sentence anymore. There's always that light at the end of the tunnel, and you have to find somebody that's going to help carry you across that finish line.